Hey guys, this is Captain Phoenix back in the action, and as you can see, we are on our very first level of our custom campaign on Lord of the Rings, The Battle for Middle-earth 2. Now, this is going to be... I've done the early release on the campaign, on the good campaign, but for a treat I wanted to do an early release on this, just a little earlier than planned. For a treat, before I need to stop doing some videos for the tap, because I'll be returning to my university accommodations next week. So, as you can see, our first level is on Isengard itself, and to explain the details, I've already mentioned previously how the game will work. So we start with 1,000 resources. We're not going to play the One Ring mode to get the ultimate heroes, and I've chosen medium difficulty for that extra challenge. But even this can be easy to beat if you know how to play your faction right and how to beat your enemy faction properly. Now for the full details, our narrator.
The power of Isengard is now in our command, but legions of men have established a fortress outside the walls of Orthanc. Destroy it so that we can build our forces greater than ever before.
Right, so as you've heard from the Uruk-hai, we've claimed the lands of Isengard. However, legions of men have established a stronghold. So now we must defend Isengard whilst building up our forces to destroy their stronghold. It'll be challenging, and I'm just letting it look. And I'm just going to let the mission load up. And now we begin. Sorry, just a second. Yeah. Some reason the connection wasn't working, so I fixed it now. First thing I'm doing, because I'm doing it proper, I need to close the gate, and I'm going to go for Warshant. Now you can play Isengard a certain way, and I'm going to explain, because I've done practices on skirmishes, so I know how each faction kind of works, because I found the strengths. Now for Isengard, you have to focus on your economy. You've got to build up your resources, because Isengard has got the best economy, and to show you the economy, you'll see majority of it, like here, 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 and the rest are mostly defences, but the majority are on its economy. And the enemy is around this area, so we need to build up our defences. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have some archers put here. I'm going to have some archers up by this way, so then when we build up enough soldiers, we're prepared. There we go.
Work never ends here. Make yourself useful.
And as you can see, look what I'm doing. I'm just moving everything up. And that is so I just get a higher percentage of resources. So as you can see, let's see, so that run brought out 21, that brought 8. Well, the bases always bring out 25, 22. So I'll let them start bringing some out. And we've already got our Uruk-hai crossbows. There we go. Let's have a look what it brings out. 24.
Another building all finished up.
Yep, the enemy are already beginning to move soldiers, so it seems they've only brought out some swordsmen. Good thing I chose the archers. And we kind of get extra boost because we get...
Take your kills ready.
Just gonna repair it, and now I've got.
You'll do what you're told.
Now I'm just gonna build some watchtowers. I probably have people wondering though why,
Make yourself
because
useful.
I've already got the archers. This is literally just an added defense, so
We're done with this one.
that's how he's already got.
The eye is watching us.
You don't really need.
Is that the enemy? You know what to do.
Close the gates just to be safe. I'll just open it again because that one's about to be built
The
up.
enemy. Take that kill.
And as you can see, let's just let that one load up.
There's their camp. You'll do what you're told.
Oh, look at that, they've already got camp set. They're already establishing a camp. Now, just to be safe, again, it does cost me money, but in the long term, it's going to help out. You see, they're already losing soldiers fastly. Normally, what I like to do is I like to just build up some defences and traps. Now, I've got a set economy now, so I'm just going to start building up my economy again.
The work never ends here. I think I smell the enemy. Make yourself useful.
See? See? Because the Gondorian soldiers aren't really the best. They're good if you want to like just slow down your enemy if you're able to get to the fortress, but nothing else. Right. I'm going to let them build up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start leveling up everything so I can just get soldiers out faster.
Finished.
Because I'm going to build another Uruk pit, and then I'm going to build a siege works. So just to show you. And that's why I put them near the gates, because they'll keep going after the gates, because NPCs are... They're quite stupid if you, once you figure out how to beat them.
You'll do what you're told. I need the Uruk pit. Build. Take your tools ready. Is that the enemy? You know what to do.
You can see we got more enemy soldiers, and whilst they're doing that, see, I'm already getting points in, so I can literally just sit around and wait until they're done. I'm gonna get that because I'm gonna try and get the Wildman of Dunland to help us.
The work never ends here. Build! We've spotted the enemy. Let's put this siege work to use.
Right. Even horsemen are struggling. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I went on, as you can see, I went on a medium difficulty just for a bit of challenge. I'm looking, I can't. See, they've already leveled up so good that they've even got...
There they are. We've run into some wolves.
There you go. Put that there. Now I just need to level these up because I'm going to try and get the ballista. That's just in case I want to upgrade anything. There we go. Oh, we had 10 minutes. You might not know this, but believe it or not, the Tower of Orthanc, Isengard, the land, this entire little fortress, was actually built by the Númenóreans. A little fun fact. I don't know what material they used, but it was a black stone they used for this, for the tower, and the rest was a stone wall. But a very fun little fact I always say is that sometime between the second age, when the Númenóreans came to Middle Earth after the island of Númenor was sunk, they then began to build their fortresses. They had Minas Tirith, Minas. You know, they had Gondor, Arnor, and this was basically a little fortress between the two. And at one point, though it was actually taken over by the Wildmen of Dunland at one time, until the armies of Rohirrim took it back. And as a result of that, the armies of Saruman returned from his travels and... Sorry about that, I had to literally just walk out for just a quick minute. Someone was at the door, just the post. Oh, by the way, I'm going to talk about this. I'm definitely going to be using explosive mines in one of the levels when I get a chance. Oh, the reason I'm building some of these is because I'm gonna like demonstrate some like the economy in this a little better. I'm just waiting now for the Wildmen to get the Wildmen of Dunland. Sorry, but again, but as I was stating before, when Saruman's forces took, before Saruman came, it was taken over by the Wildmen of Dunland. But then when Rohan took the fortress, retook the tower, they knew Gondor realised that it was. Then realised that having the Isengard protected by someone they trusted was an absolute importance. And just coincidentally at the time, Saruman arrived. Saruman arrived from his travels in the Far East and asked the Rohirrim and Gondor, I believe, what if I took residence in Isengard? I would keep an eye on the lands for you. I would keep an eye on the lands. They absolutely accepted this because having one of the Istari as an ally of in control of Isengard is a massive benefit, especially for the Gondori, for the people of Gondor at the time. Yeah, I'm just going to get it. My memory serves, it's here. Just off by a bit.
Work never ends here. The enemy!
1, 2, 3. I always like having 3 catapults. I'm just going to have the banners to boost morale. And see, as you can see, like it does add more numbers, but you get like that bit of industry put in, like, because ironically that's what Saruman built Isengard to. It's what Saruman turned Isengard into. You have fires of industry. As he said in the films, the old world will burn in the fires of industry. The forests will fall. Because he literally did have knowledge of he basically industrialised the medieval period. On Lord of the Rings, they actually talk about what Saruman would have done if he actually did acquire the One Ring of Power, if he succeeded. And it's quite an interesting story because he would be seen as a hero, like he would take the control of the Nazgul and call himself Saruman, Ringbearer. Because at this time, Saruman actually referred himself as Saruman of many colours, as a way of gloating that he is now no longer just the White Wizard, he is of everything. I want you to destroy them. Yeah, I'm just going to have the Uruk-hai destroy. How long we got? Still waiting for a fair bit of time on them. For me, I like getting like a bit of farm of everything, I don't know why. Anything? Nope. And this is an advantage because swordsmen you want to use against pikemen. But if you were to face, let's say you were going to face a unit that uses a lot of cavalry, that depends on cavalry a lot, best weapon would be use your pikemen, like get a first faction on. A trick I've found is to actually watch on a hard difficulty the different factions, but make them your allies to see how they work, because that's how I figured out. Like I've been studying the tactics, and then I did little quick skirmishes to test strategies. So in a way, it gives me an insight of like how basically an estimate, a rough tactical estimate of how the enemy would use their tactics. Which I think some people would say it's quite clever, actually. Right, now I'm just gonna load up some forces. And we just found the stables where the Uruk-hai. And there you go, see? Now I've got the Wildman, I can now do this. I just need to get to the stables. I want to destroy the stables mostly, because what I'm going to do is, because I've left... People are going to say I'm leaving workers here, is because... Oh yeah, and when you have a fortress ID, you can't build any... Again, this doesn't stop them.
Under the builder's cart.
This doesn't stop them, but this basically just slows them down for me. Now all I need to do...
Warriors have been spawned. Your eggs are ready with their crossbows.
Oh yeah, they would have killed my worker by now.
Fix that attitude of yours.
Just in case.
We got yours.
They should have been upgraded by now. Yep, they're upgraded. So now I've got an extra defense.
Warriors have been spawned. Your eggs are ready with their crossbows.
See, now I've already got tons of Urukai red. Now I'm literally gonna have a whole army ready.
Come on, builder. We've got things to
And I'm getting a hero. Let's see what we got. Nothing. Next I'm gonna get, and this area is deforest. It's deforest areas, and then it's gonna be a quick.
the armory. Warriors have been spawned. Your eggs are ready with their crossbows. Take them out. Hey, builder. Get to work.
Are they building? They're building more shelters because they don't have enough. They probably don't have enough money for an economy. How many were left? Technically one more because that's close. I'm just double checking.
Your eggs are ready with their crossbows.
Yeah, he's only got. Because when I'm ready, then I can just keep upgrading.
Warriors have been spawned. Your eggs are ready with their
You know,
crossbows.
yeah, because I remember when you get if you can get close enough, you can actually destroy your enemies. Okay, so 60 is 180, so just double check that. Yep, I'll have enough. I'd have 180, which would be 945. Yeah, I can't summon anymore.
Fix that attitude of yours.
Hold on, it's freezing up.
Make yourself useful.
Look at that. Not the best sign of economy, but yeah.
Risen from the pit.
But this is basically how Saruman built up everything. Because this just in case Gondor starts using more cavalry again.
The heavy arm is ready.
What's that? Oh, I think this is an economy. Trying to figure out what that is. I think it's either a forge. I think it's a forge or it's something else. Can't tell. Yeah, I think it's a forge. I think they're going to try and upgrade the soldiers.
You do what I say.
Not before me, buddy.
All flags are ready. I want
I don't even know what that does.
some Uru horsemen have risen from the pit.
Right, they took one tower down. Those are wondering, yeah, this is like the Urukai Elite, like when you upgrade their armour. Let's have a look. Still a few more minutes until that arrives.
You do what I say. They won't.
I could get that one if I get enough money. Then I'd have enough. Alright, where is it? I'm going to give them all the upgrades. Now I just need to give them the last of the upgrades. Right. The stables there, so what I'm going to do is when...
They're attacking over here.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait. And now all my forces have just got an upgrade. And a power up. Okay, so literally all I need to do is wait for them to be cleared out. Yeah, I'm getting tainted land to help my forces. So as you can see, literally what the plan is, just try and cripple basically their entire forces here. Not that too good. So I have found the Urukai are really, honestly, they're really effective if you want to destroy infrastructure.
waste to it.
Like you can see, like they nearly wiped out everything.
The enemy!
I don't know where the ballistas are.
Don't let them in. Slaughter them all.
Who the hell's that? Oh great, they had Aragon, great. Even with Aragon and the elite, they haven't got a chance. And Birch, as you can see, is just there. So with that, I won. So I'm going to click continue in a minute, but after I've finished the video. So that was my first level of Isengard, of the Isengard campaign. Overall, it's okay. Again, I've got some experience playing this, so I've gotten used to how to play certain factions a bit better. Like for Uruk-hai, I'm going to show this with Fangorn and everyone and the other campaigns, how I've found with certain factions, certain methods work better against certain, like, what to play out first. But comment down below what you thought of it so far. If you want to hear some more interesting facts about it, let's say Isengard and everything else. But until then, this is Captain Phoenix, over and out.